Hi, my name is Michael and I'm the co-founder of bucketAV, and in this video I give you a short overview of what you can do with bucketAV. So let's dive into the demo. I prepared two S3 buckets. One is the bucket where we upload files to, and then have a bucket where I store infected files. So this is my quarantine S3 bucket. So what I'm going to do now is I will upload two files, and one is an infected file and the other one is a clean file. So let's do this, and I will upload this to S3. What in the background happens now is that once the files are uploaded, S3 notifies bucketAV that there are new files in the bucket, and bucketAV picks those files up as quickly as possible and scans them. And depending on the status of the file, if it's infected or clean, different things will happen. So let's explore what's actually going on. So one thing that you can already see here is that the virus file is not showing up in the folder anymore, because it was already moved away by bucketAV into the quarantine bucket. But before we check that bucket, let's see how the clean file looks. So what bucketAV does by default is it adds a tag to the file, and this is where you can find the tag. The key is bucketAV and the value here is clean. So this file was actually scanned by bucketAV. It was tagged by bucketAV with the result of the scan. So let's check the quarantine bucket and we expect a file here as well, right? So it uses the same exact folder structure. So we have a demo folder here as well. And within that, you will find the virus.exe file, which was the fake virus that I used. And also this is tagged by bucketAV, but this is now infected instead of clean. So this is kind of a very basic way how bucketAV works for real-time scanning of your files. So how can you actually see what's going on? So how can we get some insights into the system? And the easiest way to get that, and this is provided out of the box by us, is a CloudWatch dashboard that we set up for you. So the dashboard is called bucketAV, and then the region name follows, and you can open that up, and what you see here is that we have a couple of things going on in the background. So first you get a quick overview over how many clean and infected files you have over time. So you can see here I have this was the file that I uploaded just a couple of minutes ago. I have 1 infected files and 17 clean files, for example. And you also get an overview over the queue length of the system. So in this case, everything looks very good. The queue is kind of 0 all the time, which means we have very short delays when we upload files. And you also get an idea over the size of your scan fleet. So in this case, it's a single instance, but this can go much bigger, and it also can adapt to the length of the queue. So we have auto scaling in place for you as well. You get a quick insight into the logs of the system. So here you see all the files that were scanned recently. You also get system logs from the operating system. And then you get some CPU, memory, disk, and network metrics. So this is just a very quick overview to get an idea if everything is working properly. You also have those alarms at the top right. So those are CloudWatch alarms that we deploy for you that make sure that the system is working. So if things are not working as expected, you will get notified, and then you can take a look into the dashboard to see what's going on. So that's the demo of bucketAV for a specific use case, real-time scanning. So let's switch gears and see what else you can do with bucketAV. A couple of key benefits that bucketAV provides is first, your data is protected because it is scanned in your AWS account. It never leaves your AWS account, so we don't have access to your data. So it's not transferred to an external party. The second benefit is it's scalable. So you can use a single instance, but you can scale to hundreds of instances depending on how many files you have to scan. And this is also very neat, for example, if you do a weekly scan of your bucket or something like this, where for a very short time, a short period, you need much more capacity to scan all the files, and then it's back to normal and you scale down to what you need normally to scan the arriving files. And it also is a simple solution. So we have added only what is really necessary to get the job done. So you can set it up quickly in 15 minutes, and it is completely installed with one click, and it is updatable with one click as well. So that's really simple from our perspective. It's a fast solution, so you can scan files within seconds. It depends on the file size, of course, but for normal workloads, files are scanned within seconds. We make sure that the malware database, the signatures database, is up to date. So we constantly check against the latest version of the database and update the database in place in the EC2 instances. So this is all taken care of by us. It is monitored, so if things are not working, you will be notified. And also bucketAV provides automated mitigation. You saw the quarantine action, for example, so infected files can be moved to different buckets. You can also tag them, you can delete them right away, you can notify someone or some system. So there is a lot of possibilities, but we have all the use cases covered. So what features do we have in particular? So the first feature you already saw, real-time scanning. So you upload a file, it's enqueued in the scan queue, we pick it up, we scan it using the bucketAV antivirus engine, we publish the result to SNS, and also, for example, we add tags and things like that. So this is what we call mitigation, or we delete the file if it's infected. But we also have a scheduled bucket scan. So this is, for example, we can have a weekly or monthly scan of the whole bucket. And this is very important because the virus database is updated every couple of hours. So a file that was scanned 3 days ago might now be detected by the latest updates of the virus database. So that's why most of our customers have real-time scanning plus a weekly scan in place to make sure that if any file was kind of missed by the scanner because the database was not up to date or was not yet kind of included this signature for this new virus that arrived on malware, then we can kind of pick that up days later. We also have on-demand scanning. So if you have, for example, after setting up everything, you want to scan your bucket, all the files in the bucket to make sure you have a secure baseline, then that's possible as well. So those are the most common use cases. We also have the real-time dashboard. So that was in the demo already. So you get an insight into the system. It's not a black box, so you get an understanding of what's going on. We also have reporting capabilities. So again, this can be scheduled daily, weekly, monthly. It is an email with the most important statistics. Also, CSV files are generated and placed on S3 for further analysis if you need them. So we also use the bucketAV antivirus engine. So that's a very common open source engine that you can adapt or modify using your own signatures if you wish. So we provide you all the capabilities to do that, but if you don't want to do it, we ship the default database for you. So automated mitigation, this is where you can delete, move, tag files. You can also notify humans or systems depending on what you really want to achieve. bucketAV works with multiple S3 buckets, so there's no limit on S3 buckets. You can scan them all if you wish. And it also works with multiple AWS accounts. So you can, if you wish, share bucketAV from one account across multiple accounts and scan the buckets in all those accounts. It's possible, so we support that out of the box as well. We also integrate with common AWS services where findings are aggregated. So for example, we can publish findings to Security Hub. We can also publish them to SSM Ops Center. So those are kind of centralized solutions by AWS where it is maybe easier for an ops team or a SecOps team to see what's going on, not only inside your S3 buckets, but across all AWS services that kind of take care of security, such as things like Guard Duty, Security Hub itself, and all the other services, Inspector, and so on and so forth. So we integrate with Slack and Microsoft Teams using a chatbot called Marbot. So you can, if you wish, notify someone in your chat solution about infected files. And we also allow custom integrations. So if you want to embed bucketAV scanning capabilities into your own application, you can do that. So you can submit a single file to our scan queue, and then you get the result back, and you can integrate the result into your workflow. So for example, then let the user know if it was an infected file and that you deleted it or something like this. So that's it. That was a very quick overview of bucketAV. Check it out. We provide a 14-day free trial, so you can install it in your AWS account. You can try it out and follow our setup guide, and you are up and running in 15 minutes. If any questions arise, let us know. Send us an email or use any of the other channels that are available, and we will make sure that this is working for you as well. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.